everyone, and welcome to Hackceler8. This is a CTF and speedrunning hybrid event that we are organizing. I will be one of the commentators today, Carl, and together with me I have Julian. Hello, Julian.
Hello, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Awesome. So, as we said, this is a competition. We have 4 teams competing against each other in this match, and they are fighting over a spot in the finals next weekend. So, what teams do we have today?
We have a bunch of teams, of 4 of them actually. We've got HXP from Munich, I think. We've got Rudimentary from Georgia Tech S-Lab. We've got Krone from the UK, and we've got the Flat Network Society, which is a mix from people from France and Poland.
Awesome. So, these teams will be fighting, playing this game and solving some CTF challenges and doing some like game hacking things. So the way this works is that a couple of days ago or like a week ago, they were given kind of like the game engine without any special things in it, and then now just a couple of minutes ago they were given the modified version of the game, which includes the actual map that they will be playing on and the location of items and so on. So now they have about 30 minutes to kind of look into this to try to figure things out before the game servers themselves open and then can connect to the game and start hacking.
So now they are playing locally.
Yeah, so they're trying to find out things.
Okay, so but later, like in half an hour, they will connect to our game server, trying to score actual points, right?
Yes, and then they have 90 minutes to win the game, and you do this by capturing 7 flags or energy cores, as we have called them in this game, and then reaching the exit. So these will be gained by solving some CTF challenges and doing some in-game hacking stuff. So let's actually go over to the game view to see what the teams are up to. And yeah, we have the 4 different teams here, and we can see some of them like walking around inside of the game, and others more looking into like source code and stuff like that. So what do you think they want to be doing right now before they can connect to the proper game server?
I think that Rudimentary is currently diffing between the game that we gave them previously and the actual game that is running. So we can see they're trying to find the differences, the source code. We can see on the bottom left HXP, they're trying to climb the invisible tower. As you can see, or rather not see, the platform are invisible. So the intended way, the way we expect team to solve this is actually to change the opacity of the tiles to make them visible so they know where they are going. But apparently they're trying to go blind. The small yellow arrow on the character is actually a key that can be used to open the yellow door. So it seems like they have the console open as well. Maybe they're trying to modify the game. Let's hope so.
Yeah, we've seen the teams in the other matches going for a bunch of different approaches to this challenge here, going up this tower. There is, as you said, like modifying the game so that the platforms are actually visible. Some teams have been going for, well, some teams actually did basically a completely, brute force tactic like this, just actually trying and over again. And some teams, they had kind of like a reference image open next to it and used that as a guide, as like a map to climb the tower.
It seems that they are maybe rethinking the strategy here.
Yeah, I would too. And we also saw previously that depending on what strategy you use to get those tiles visible, some of the ideas of how you would do that may or may not work depending on exactly what mechanism you use.
It seems that the Flat Network Society already started to change some part of the maps. You can see like two grayish cases. I think it was a door and maybe they changed the texture of it. I don't know why.
Yeah, so we have. I think that's supposed to be one of these key slots in the floor there, right? This is
Yeah, exactly.
the first door early in the game, the red door. Um, so maybe this is part of changing the.
Oh, here we can see the tooling. So they can switch different layer, foreground, background, meta, collisions, spawn regions as well. Wow, it's really nice.
Yeah, this is good stuff. This is what we like to see. You can see they have a list of challenges up in the left corner. So these are so in the test map we gave them in the base version. There were 3 test challenges, and that's like what we see here in the top left wing. But they haven't changed this to the. There will be 7 challenges in the real game when we start.
We can see on the top right that they have a whole load of cheats like screenshots, auto kill likely to kill the small character, free cam to explore the map, auto jump. I'm curious about this one. I think that on 0 it's disconnect maybe or discovery. I can see because of the logo, and they have a speed hack which we have seen other team having, which is really interesting because we thought that we had a couple of anti-cheat measures, but apparently they managed to bypass it, which is really exciting.
Yeah, no, that was really interesting. And it was interesting to see the evolution of it because in the was it the first match I think or one of the early matches we saw some team doing like a speed hack where they managed to go something like 20% faster or something, and we thought that's that's cool, but it's fine, it's within the limits. And then in another match we saw that one team had figured out to basically set the game at an arbitrary speed, and they had like in their menu I think they could choose up to like 32 times just regular speed or something.
So they are like exploring the map. We can see Rudimentary playing with a king. They've discovered the end of the level. HXP is still considering whether they should change the strategy or not. I guess.
Yeah. Or maybe doing something completely off screen could also be stuff, communicating with team members. It's going to be interesting to see what the strategy will be. Here we have Crown, and they're
looking at the source code. Looks like the game notes is a diff, so they are sharing the differences in their team to see what we added and what we removed in the game that we gave them, or their Slack channel. I think it would be easy in a like code editor instead of reviewing the plain text, but why not?
Yeah, it doesn't feel super readable to me. It's like it would probably be good to. This is like inside of Slack, I think. Yeah, so
Yeah.
they posted the diff on Slack. So maybe actually one team member is like doing this more properly and just sending some snippets of information on Slack.
Yeah, due to Corona, we had to do this little game remotely, but the initial plan was to have all the team together in a bunker. Actually, we wanted to rent a bunker and be able to like film them and ask them questions and make this a bit more interactive than just watching and commenting this over a screen. But yeah, 2020 sucks, so this is the way we have to go.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Hopefully, if this is successful, we will be able to do something similar at some other time.
It would be really nice. So what is Rudimentary doing? They are still auditing the code, trying to understand the changes.
Oh yeah. Oh, here's some kind of. I saw some control panel thing there. Switching over to their. Okay, they seem to have a lot of stuff going on this computer. But I was really curious, and about there was something that looked kind of like some kind of control panel. Maybe it could be. We saw that some other teams had these like, their tooling set up some cheats and stuff in various control panels. But yeah, we'll see if that comes up.
Oh, nice. Yeah. They did a full screen rendering of the map so they can see what's going on, like where they are expected to go to score a certain flag or where are the terminals and things. It's really nice.
Yeah, that will be useful.
I think we have a challenge, or was it in the previous map that we had a challenge where it would be much easier to solve it by dezooming with multiple doors? I think it was in the previous one.
That was in the previous match, exactly. So maybe we could explain a little bit about that. So in all of these 4 qualification matches, all the teams are playing on the same base map. So the kind of the kind of geometry of the map is basically the same, but we have swapped out some of the game hacking elements. So the match and also the CTF challenges that they are solving, they are changed a little bit. So the experiences for the teams will not be identical. And in the previous match, we had a thing where you had doors in one section of the map and control panels in a completely different section of the map. So if you had modified your game client to just be able to zoom out, it would be super easy to just zoom out and then manipulate these consoles until you had opened all the doors and then just go there.
I don't want to spoil, but I think we have something similar, like game logic based challenge. Not the same dot, but something also pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's we have one another. So we have had this thing like this theme around doors for one of the in-game challenges that we've been swapping out. And let's talk more about the one we have in this match when it comes up. I think it's a pretty cool one.
Yeah, let's wait for your team to find it out. So I'm curious about what the Flat Network Society is doing. It seems that they're trying to log. Oh no, that's a test instance. Okay. Oh, here we can see the different layouts, like the collisions, the counter door. It seems that they are trying to understand how they can lift this laser.
Right. So this is the...
This doesn't look good. They have a lot of like stack traces.
Yeah. So maybe, hopefully, their tooling will
won't let them down. Yeah, I hope so, because it looks really nice. And I really hope that it's their tooling that is broken and not the game that we wrote.
Yeah, no, exactly. We had that in a previous match where one of the teams, they had what looked like really amazing tooling, but then when the real game started and it connected to the real server, it broke because of changes between the version of the game that they were given previously and that which they had developed their tooling for. So that was very unfortunate. They had some really cool features in that.
So having the best tooling doesn't automatically mean that you're going to win this game.
Yeah, no, it's about having, like making it too complicated also runs the risk of
having it to break when they're playing on the live server. Yeah, exactly.
It's very interesting. So I think I was looking at the time here, and the live game server, I guess, will open in about like 8 minutes or so, and that we will see the teams connecting to the real game.
And hopefully scoring some points. It's really nice to see how the team are exploring the maps. Like Rudimentary has a screenshot, the Flat Network Society is changing tiles, zooming in, zooming out, HXP is focusing on a challenge, and we can see that Crown from the UK is currently reading code. So maybe there are other teammates doing other things in the background that we don't know about.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully, I mean, they have, for example, other team members also running a local copy of the game, trying things out. So the way they can collaborate in this is it's a little bit restricted, but there's still room because only one person per team can be connected to the game server. But you can still, for example, the CTF challenges that they will encounter, they can, of course, fetch from the game and hand off to team members to solve while they keep running around in the game.
So hopefully we will see some good solves on the computer that is connected to the production game, to the live game that we're running.
Yeah. And we've also seen some teams doing kind of like a mini broadcast studio themselves. We had some team like switching between the different team members' desktops and so on, and that was really cool to see. But it does not look like any of the teams here are doing that kind of like multi-stream setup.
Seems that they invested more time in tooling than in broadcasting. Oh, that's interesting. So you can see a flat network society is currently like flying in or in collisions.
Yeah.
Or maybe exploiting a delay in the portals? That's a good question.
Were they, so was that just a like graphical glitch, or were they picking up the portal? Or
That's a good question, but it seems that they managed to go all up in the towers and then again down. So they're still crawling around, exploring the map to find where the challenges could be in the live version.
yeah, you see that they have now updated the challenge list in the top left corner to
So this is the production game.
yeah, well, it is the production client, right? But they're not connected to the real game server. And then in the bottom right, if could this be like input recording that they have?
Ah, maybe.
So that means that maybe they can record their movements and just replay it.
That would be interesting, like solving the challenges locally and then replaying on the live server.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So we have seen a bunch of different techniques from the different teams for solving like how to move around in the game. So we saw one team had kind of like some kind of like waypoint system. So they like placed waypoint markers, and they could save this to a file, and they could load this file, and the game would like move to those waypoints and stuff. We saw another team and they had like a completely routing thing where they could just click on the screen where they wanted to go, and their like bot or would just go there for them, which was really cool.
So it seems that they are playing with the type confusion challenge.
Yes. So that's the door thing that we were talking a little bit about before, and
I hope they will spend some time on it. Oh, flag console. So this is a console where when you solve challenges, a specific one, you can input the flag and be rewarded with an orb. And when you have all the 7 orbs, you can exit the level and hopefully win the game by being the first one to do this. And here we can see that they have a speed hack, like from time to time they're running really fast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, here.
I'm
wondering if it's going to work on the live server.
Yes, that's going to be very interesting to see. We can also notice that they have reskinned the character. This is not the original color scheme of the character.
I'm curious if there is a signification to the color, because it used to like change or toggle between different ones. Or thanks to their collision display, they have found that there is a tunnel in a wall, so they can actually carry the key freely between those two rooms.
Yes,
that's a user advantage provided by the tooling.
Yeah, it's very nice to like being able to figure these things out now before the game starts, and so that they can just like go straight away and do this once the game servers open, which by the way will be happening in just a few minutes now.
We can see Crown is using a Google Doc with screenshots of the levels to like communicate with all the teammates what's happening and maybe plan the routing and things.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, that's another thing. So you mentioned these consoles. There are basically two types of consoles. You have the like terminals that we call them, where you will either just get a flag, and that's related to the like in-game challenges, which is about like getting to a certain spot in the map, but it also the way you interact to get the like out of game, the CTF challenges, where you would either like download a file or even get like a link to a web challenge which they have to solve. So that's one type. And then you have these flag consoles that you talked about, where they actually input the flag. So the way you get the flag and the location where you get the flag is not the same as the place where you need to submit the flag.
Yeah, I was told that the jumping section on the invisible platform You have to enter a flag at the very top, but the flag you're supposed to get it at the very bottom, and some team spent a lot of time climbing the tower and forgetting to grab the flag before, so they had to do it again. So it's really unfortunate, big loss of time.
Yeah. I think that that flag is even something taunting, like, imagine reading this after you climbed or something like this. I don't
I'm
remember the
sure it's
exact wording.
something witty along this line, yeah.
Yeah. Now there is like a whole bunch of scrolling there. It's a lot of code on Rudimentary's screen. Let's check in, see what's happening.
It seems that they are modifying the game to not display certain layers. Maybe they're trying to get the collisions.
Yeah. So now we have less than a minute until the actual game, the game server is open. So I will be switching to the split screen view so that we can like see all the teams logging into the servers at the same time.
Maybe some of them simply don't care, are solving the challenge locally and hoarding some flags, planning to go all in near the end.
Yeah, so let's see here. We have the like Flat Network Society. They have verified their connection to the game server, and the same for HXP. You can see there the connection verification thing.
It seems that Cron is about to do the same. Yes, they are connected as well to the live server.
Cool. Now the game servers have been opened, so we should see the teams going into the game now. And
yep, everybody is trying to log in. So this is the real game, and the team will have 1 hour and a half to play it, to try to score all the 7 orbs and exit the level.
Yeah, I wonder which challenge will be scored first and which team will be doing that.
We have a bit of everything challenge-wise. We have the logic one with the door, which is pretty fun. We have one cryptographic one, a Python reversing, binary reversing, and a surprise. I don't want to spoil it too much.
Yeah. So yes, and
so we can see that the team are still like looking at the code, trying to find weaknesses.
Now HXP has started moving, so let's look at their gameplay for a little bit.
So grabbing the key to open the door just above.
Yeah. So this is like a simple introductory game element. They'll have to go into the lower cave, grab the red key, and jump up here.
So the door open. I think the whole point of introducing keys is actually for the level with the type confusion that we saw. I think it was Flat Network Society play around with it, thanks to their tooling.
Yeah.
I think it's my favorite level, so I can't wait for a team to actually try to solve it.
We see some really interesting texture, or maybe lack of texture here.
From Crown. Yeah, those are the collision boxes, actually. So maybe they will be able to find the secret passage as well.
Yeah. Maybe, I mean, if you view the game like this, you won't even notice that the passage is secret.
It will be an interesting talking point in the debrief at the end. Like, did you find the secret passage? What secret passage?
Yeah. So they also got the key in the right position and are moving through this the long tunnel.
Too bad they don't have a speed hack.
Yeah. Yeah, that would really help. Especially, I don't know if they have to go through that tunnel a lot of times, but depending on, in what order they do stuff and so on, it could be a couple of times back and forth.
Do you think that they had some tooling before, or that they are just able to do this on the fly?
I would be pretty impressed if they cooked this up in like 30 minutes. they must have, read the code a little bit beforehand and so on.
It would make
So
sense.
yeah.
Oh, so they found the first challenge. The challenge is located at ASM sort. So this is the surprise one. They
Oh,
have to implement some sorting, but in shellcode, only
nice.
like assembly level.
Okay, so they need to write something like quick sort or something in
Yeah,
assembly.
or something simple. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, that's
It's really
that's
nice
cool.
to see shellcoding challenges happening because we don't see them often in CTF nowadays. They used to be pretty popular like 10 to 20 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always nice, and it's something that it's not always. I mean, for many types of tasks, there are a lot of really good tools. For shell coding, I mean, there are good tools if you just want to generate your standard like uh, you know uh, pop a shell or reverse shell or uh, things like that. But um, to be able to write some arbitrary code, and I mean, of course, you can just write it by hand in assembly. But ideally, maybe, or like to simplify it, maybe you would like to write it in something like C, but then you have to be really careful to compile it in such a way that it's like, completely position independent and so on.
But since they only have 90 minutes to solve all the challenges, I don't think that there is like a small size restriction or making really hard. Like we expect them to solve all the challenges in 1 hour and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, we can see Crown, thanks to their collision display, they're actually climbing the tower with the invisible platform, but they're not that visible to them anymore.
Gr-
Nice.
Great. Question is, did they have the flag? And it looks like they.
Oh, they didn't get the flag at the bottom.
Oh,
Oh, but they are carrying the console with them. Oh, so maybe they'll be able to go down the tower and use the flag. That's pretty clever to avoid having to climb the tower again.
yes. And picking up the console is actually related to the door challenge that we will get to later. But it's a concept that was introduced specifically for this challenge. I think if we move over to HXP.
Oh, they have found the Python challenge. Moded, or maybe it is the crypto one. Yes, this is the crypto challenge.
Yes. It seems they have some tech issues here with actually connecting.
Yeah,
Uh,
it seems to be yellow instead of green. So maybe there is an issue on our side. Let's hope not.
yeah, but we have people working on that, so it should sort itself. In the meanwhile, let's go to the Flat Network Society and look.
Oh, so now they're displaying the respawn zone.
Yeah.
Oh, and they are nice. So they that was amazing. Actually, the only way to get into this cave is to die at the right spot so that you would respawn inside of the cave by falling. Here we can see the different. Well, they removed the overlay, that's too bad, but if you die right next to the door, you will respawn on the other side of it.
Yes.
Oh, they were
So
super fast to solve this challenge. This is really impressive.
yeah. So to clarify that, you can die in the game in two ways, either by falling off the map or by killing yourself. And when you die, you will have to wait 10 seconds and then you will respawn. And you will respawn at a respawn point. And there are a bunch of respawn points throughout the map. Um, and you will respawn at the closest respawn point. And in this basement, there is one respawn point here. You can see the blue dot. Um, and it just so happens that as you might have noticed when they were falling, if you die at the right position here outside this wall, I think it's actually like outside the wall and a little bit up, the closest respawn point will actually be this one inside the basement instead of the other one, which is out on a platform to the left. So this is the way you get here. The problem now is that they can't get out without opening this portal. The portal is closed, and this flag that they got in the basement does not enter into this console. but actually it's the flag from the other terminal, from this challenge that they're looking at. So they need to actually solve this challenge to be able to get out of here. So they are stuck now until they have solved this. So this could be, a challenge for them.
This challenge could be a challenge.
Yeah. No, I mean this is the situation, right? So
Yeah.
they can't really, because we've seen other teams which have maybe had one player like move around in the game to try to like gather all the challenges and distribute them among their teammates. But now they can't really do that because they have to finish this challenge before they can even move on in the game.
So the challenge they are currently facing is a reverse engineering one. And the way we are giving the binary to them is by displaying it in the terminal. This is what it looks all gibberish. It seems that they're trying to use the console to dump the actual binary.
Right, and we saw like an hex encoded string there, right? So it seems they know how to do it. There is a little bit of a catch there though, because the kind of like the banner thing is a separate message. So they actually have to, like, if they set the breakpoint there in the code, or however they want to do it, they need to pick the second message, which will be actually the binary. But I mean, they will figure that out.
So what's happening to crowd? They are playing with the Python one. So it should have been done in MATLAB instead. Oh, so it is likely some math stuff, if I had to guess.
Yes, I think this is the is it the RSA challenge, the crypto
No,
one?
it's not the RSA challenge. This one is a simple reversing one, Python.
Oh, okay. Right. Yes.
So it seems that one of the teammates might be trying to solve it in the background while the computer that we see here is playing the game. Oh, here we go. The magic number is something something. So they are sharing the code on the Slack with the hope, I guess, that one of the teammates will solve it easily.
Yeah. So hopefully they will, someone will solve that challenge. I mean, it's supposed to be solvable fairly quickly, right?
Yeah.
So someone will probably have it. It might be the first flag of the game, if they get it.
So rudimentary is using like a big screenshot to understand where it's supposed to go instead of having an in-game overlay. So they're looking at the flags, the terminal. Oh, it's not an image. It's actually tileviewer.html. So with HTML code, it's interactive. They can click on stuff to get information.
Oh, that's very nice. Yeah, we have seen some variants of this as well from other teams. Some teams had kind of like an overlay in game where they could like mouse over objects to get like the attributes of them. So it seems like some of the different teams, they have, thinking about similar ideas, but implementing them in different ways, which is also interesting to see.
It seems that the Flat Network Society is stuck in the cave.
Yes.
They're waiting. I guess they're waiting for a teammate to solve the
Yes.
Python challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can see text message on the top right saying it's a bit short, so maybe they didn't manage to dump the whole binary.
Right. So yeah, they will have to fix that to be able to move on. So we can look at what Crown is doing again.
Crown is moving the console.
Yeah. I wonder if it's possible to put yourself in, like, for example, what happens to an item if you die?
Oh, it's a good question. Maybe they will softlock the game. Let's hope they won't die while carrying the item.
Yeah.
Invisible platforms again. I'm curious about what they're planning to do with this console, actually. or are just randomly trying stuff?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, it could be that they're just carrying the console with them while moving to another part of the map, so that when they eventually get the flag, um, they will be able to provide it. You see here, it seems they have a bunch of candidate solutions there. So they have now put down the console and they're trying to input the flag. It seems there are a bunch of different
Oh, they are
possible.
brute forcing the solutions.
Yeah, and they have seemed to have come up with it seems like 7 or so different candidate solutions. So
Yeah, I don't. Those numbers look way too big.
yeah, I mean it should be something fairly short, like 10, 20 characters, something like that, I think, right? Um, anyway, well, let's see. Maybe they did some mistake while brute forcing. Let's switch over to HXP. I think we have fixed the tech issues. So yes, so now this is the RSA a challenge.
So they can encrypt and decrypt stuff, and the goal will be likely to have the flag decrypted.
Yes, so they are given a public key, but well, not the full public. They're given just the public exponent of an RSA key and not the modulus. And so there are basically two steps to this. I think you need to use the encrypt data to figure out the modulus. There are efficient ways of doing this. And then you can, using that, you can get the encrypted flag, but you can of course not just call the decrypt data function with the encrypted flag. But
That
what you
would be
can,
too easy.
yeah, exactly. But what you can do is you can break that message up. So without going into details, basically you can kind of like split that encrypted message into two components and then decrypt those components individually and then like combine the results to get the decrypted flag.
Can we move to Crown? It seems that they are doing something fancy with the consoles.
Yes.
I was told that they were bringing all the console they could into Tunnel. So they realized that they can like carry consoles around.
Oh, so maybe they realized that like the tunnels is probably like a suitable central location of the map. So maybe someone else on the team is trying to solve something, and to prepare for this, they are.
To win some time, yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, we were actually talking about this before the stream and thinking about like, will a team do this? Will they collect all the consoles in some place to gain time later?
But it seems that the tooling is a bit letting them down, because we can see that our team know which terminal to put what flag in.
Yeah.
But it seems not the case of Crown.
Yeah.
So they're still trying the Python flag, but I don't think it's the right one.
Yeah, I hope they don't mix. I mean, yeah, it's something they need to keep track on what is what. If we switch over to Flat Network Society.
Oh, Ghidra. So this
Yeah.
is the reverse engineering challenge.
Yes.
And Ghidra is a tool open sourced by the NSA last year, I think,
Yeah,
allowing to see what's going on inside of binaries.
Yeah. Here is the, they have shaded the different respawn zones there, I think. So the different colors there corresponds to the different respawn location, which was what allowed them to end up here in the basement. But yeah, they really have to solve that reversing challenge before they can get any further.
Yeah, I don't think there is any way to escape this cave if you don't solve the challenge. Let's hope that one of the teammates is working silently in the background to get this solved.
Yeah. So. Yeah, and we are about 15 minutes or so into
Into the game,
into the
into the
game.
live game.
Yes, exactly.
It seems that nobody so far scored a single flag. We have seen like flags around, being waved around, but nobody
Yeah.
managed to like exchange them for orbs at this point of the game.
Yes, it seems that Network Society has some kind of flag now that they're trying to input into the basement console, but maybe they have a small mistake or something. It does not look like the. I mean, before they were trying the flag, which is incorrect, but now there's something that could actually be correct. But let's switch to Crown here because we can talk a little bit about. They are looking at this door.
Oh yeah, that's a really good challenge. So as you can see, the key is on the other side of the door, so they cannot really access it. So the intended solution is to use a console instead, because the way the key are checked is only by the value carried by an item. So if you put a console and put the value for the purple key, it will actually open the door and allow you to score the flag.
Yes,
Which is
because
similar to what we call a type confusion in C++, for example, when the program is confused about the type of an object, leading to all kind of badnesses.
exactly because the kind of the location or like the attribute which carries in the key. There is an attribute which says which key it is, like if it's the red key or the purple key, which is a number. And in the console, there's an attribute which says which input you have inputted into the console. But those two things are stored in the same location within the object. So if you take the flag console and you put it in the key socket and you type in 4, then the key socket it won't check exactly which type of item it is. It will just check that this value attribute is correct and the door will open. So
yeah. Let's hope the team will realize this.
Yeah.
It's a bit surprising that we don't have like any solve yet, because in other matches, some teams manage to like get flags in a couple of minutes. But I think that the challenge here are a bit harder, like on the hard side of the spectrum.
Yes. We see...
Never mind, the wine flag.
Yes, so we have a flag from Flat Network Society. It seems that there was a small typo in the flag where they had a lowercase w when it was supposed to be. And so, yeah, we'll see. But anyway, so now they jump down again, and that was really quick. They jump down to respawn. So here they can now be input the second flag, the one that they got inside the basement. But something happened.
And here they are trying to die right at the right moment again. Maybe they forgot to write the flag down.
Yes, that looks to be the case.
We can see the small Hackceler8 banner in the background.
Yes. Oh, right, yeah, in the tower there. Cool, yeah, so they scored their second flag then. Good. And now they are picking up the flag that goes into the top of the tower. So we have this Flat Network Society going up towards the top of the tower again to try to input this flag. So they are in very quick succession getting these flags, which is very interesting to see. And so they got that one as well. Yes, that's good. So Yeah, it's 3 flags for them.
Wow, that was fast.
Yeah,
So it
it's
seems that they got unstuck from the weird situation in the basement.
yes, and then in a rapid succession, they scored 3 different flags. Really impressive, I think. Um, so, and none of the other teams,
Scored a single one so far.
yes. However, those 2 flags, the 2 basement-related flags, they pretty much always come in a quick succession.
So if you
So
get 2 flags, you get one for free. Is there like a discount?
yeah, discount flags. Um,
So Chrome is still carrying consoles around. We can see the speed hack from the Flat Network Society. I really like that tooling. We can see that they really like spent some time writing this.
yeah, no, it's looking really good.
It's a huge advantage compared to HXP, who doesn't seem to have any kind of tooling, and I haven't seen a rudimentary having weird glitches. So my guess would be that it's only Network Society, Flat Network Society, and Crown who have like tooling so far. I'm really
Yeah.
wondering what they're going to do with this console.
Yeah, as we see, let's check. We have HXP accessing one terminal, and they got to the it's the ASM sort challenge, right? That they have to solve. Which one other team was they have accessed it at least, but we do not have a solution for it yet.
It seems that we might have an issue with the Python one, so multiple flags are valid, which would be really surprising.
Yeah, so we have people looking into that, and hopefully we'll be able to provide you an update shortly. But let's switch to Rudimentary, who are climbing the tower, and so they are going with the reference image approach, and it seemed to have worked. Now let's hope they have the flag for this. Otherwise, it would be very sad. They do, and they score a flag. Awesome.
Nice, well done, the tower one. So they managed to grab the flag at the bottom and then carry it all the way to the top.
Yeah, awesome. We should probably provide the teams with like a score update as well. So, yeah, we will do that at some point. But we
It seems that they are exploring the map using like the custom HTML map viewer, which is really nice.
yeah, that's good tooling, and then I guess it was a good way of finding out that the flag was that they needed the flag when they got to the tower. We saw there that the Flat Network Society was looking in that terminal at a challenge. I'm not completely sure which challenge that was. Was that the Python challenge with the numbers?
It might have been the Python one, yes.
Yeah.
Because the HXP is trying to flag, maybe to score a flag.
Yeah, let's check that. So they have these flag numbers from the Python challenge. I think this is the terminal for that, and no, that was a little bit unsure which challenge that was actually, but they did score a challenge. Let me check on my reference sheet. I think that was the RSA challenge.
It might have been.
Yeah, if I'm looking at my reference sheet.
That's well done because it's not an easy one.
Yeah, no, I think that one. I mean, that one actually requires knowing a little bit of number theory or cryptography, or well, at least know kind of what words to Google for. I guess. So yeah, well done, HXP.
So HXP actually has some tooling. We can see they have a control.py script. There is some mention of auto jump. So maybe they do have some instrumentation, but we cannot see it in game.
Yeah, that could definitely be the case. So we have in first place still Flat Network Society, and we have Rudimentary then in second place, and we have HXP then grabbing third place, and we still have Crown at 0 flags. But yeah, we'll see what they if they can catch up. It's still quite early game. Let's actually switch over to Crown and see what they are doing there. So
they're still trying to understand the in and out of this challenge, trying to find like what input is currently accepting and how can they manage to find the key.
yes.
So the current ranking is the Flat Network Society 3 flag, Rudimentary 1, and HXP also scored 1.
Yeah. So now they are posting. The
encrypted flag, yeah.
Yes. So what they have to be careful here is that every time you reconnect, the public key will be re-randomized. So you will have to solve this in one go, in a sense, which means you can't just, dump a couple of parameters and.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Well, you can actually. No, because you have to use the decrypt function, because you will not be able to actually recover the private key. So you kind of have to do it interactively in one go. So let's see if they're actually using the decrypt
they
data.
are almost done on the assembly, Crown, apparently, according to the Slack.
How is ASM going? Nearly done. Yeah, that's awesome. So it seems that they are posting. You see their product. Yeah, so it seems that they are onto something on this RSA challenge. Let's let's move on for now, and we can come back and see what happens. I see some nice platforming action going on for Flat Network Society. So they're making their way up here.
Finding the crypto challenge.
Yes, the RSA challenge. So, yeah.
My guess would be that they are currently sharing it amongst the team.
Yes, and this one has been solved by HXP, right? But not.
So we know it's doable.
Yeah. I mean, I hope we know that all the challenges are doable.
Well, we tested all of them, but maybe there was a mistake in the deployment or something. Let's hope not.
Let's hope not. I think we've had, there have been some technical challenges along the way with this whole event, but I think overall,
so far so good.
Yeah.
It's really nice to see the Flat Network Society running around with the speed hack, like a regular hack that we can see in real video games.
Yeah. Oh, we have some flag action going on for Crown here. Let's see if they get something. They have some flag, but
access denied.
Which
so
flag
maybe
is
it's
this?
Not the right one.
Yeah. Can we see the flag? If they try it again, maybe they're copying something off screen right now.
Yeah, maybe they're like gathering all the flags so they can try all of them one by one. It seems that they're giving up. Oh no, did you manage to fool me? I think this is the one for crypto, maybe? For RSA?
Yes, that's the RSA key, right? The RSA flag, which is not supposed to go here. Or wait, I mean, that console comes, that's it's not usually standing there, right?
It's usually not standing on top of the character, no.
No. I mean, yeah, but so
But it seems that they are really into carrying consoles around. Maybe they will manage to solve the door level.
yes,
Because it's the only reason why you can lift the console up, actually.
yeah, that's it's interesting. It definitely looks a little
They
bit
just
silly.
like to put it in the tunnel.
Yeah. Are they? Which team was it that was collecting all the consoles?
I think it was HSP.
No, it is Crown.
It is Crown.
Oh, and they did score a flag. They just had the wrong console for it.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
maybe a lesson for next year would be to actually color code the consoles.
Yeah, you can see now that they moved that console away to indicate that.
Oh. Or we could continue to not color them and expect the player to write some cheat codes to actually find the correspondence between the console and the terminal.
I know that we had some graphic assets for different colored consoles created.
Maybe for the final.
Maybe for the finals. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. Oh, I see. Are they inputting
Access granted. Second flag for Crown.
Oh,
they are going to get rid of this console as well, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. This is. I mean. I know from playing with some teams and so on, you have this list of all the challenges, and when you solve one, you tick it off or you move it to the solve section. This is that thing, but actually moving the input field away, and
it's a really nice feeling to be able to get rid of. Oh no, they are just they are moving the map but not the character. So maybe the Flat Network Society is trying to understand how they're supposed to open the door.
Yeah, let's check in with them and see if they doing some speed running here. But I was told that HXP
Tower. Oh, so they're going blind?
I'm not sure.
Let's hope not.
Yeah. We don't see anything, but it also looks like they know what they're doing. So.
Well, almost.
Yes. So this is where, that's the tricky part, right? This is a bit of so the pattern starts out regular, like just going across, but then somewhere in the middle, the pattern.
But I can see on their console on the left that there is auto jump through and auto jump false. So I'm really curious about what this auto jump means.
Yeah, but you can at least see. You see in the bottom left, you see it says the flag. Don't tell me you have to go back up.
So they have the flag.
Yes, so that's good.
To score at the end of the tower.
Yeah, that's.
Can we take a look at rudimentary?
Yes, let's switch to rudimentary, and
so it seems that they are trying to do the magic respawn to go into the cave, but from the wrong side. Or maybe they understood because now they are currently moving to the left part of the map.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see. That's let's see. We have Flat Network Society has solved that one. So. That would be really good for them to get with, because it, as we said, I mean, it doesn't really give you 2 flags for the price of 1, but it kind of gives you 2 flags for the price of 1.5 or something, because you also get a challenge there which should not be too difficult to solve.
You can really feel the lack of speedrunning trick here, the lack of being able to change the pace of the character. The speed hack.
Oh, so now,
Oh no, they are trying to die in the cave. But it's,
yes, but this
yeah, it's
is
so
not.
close and it's so far away.
Yeah, no, no, no. This is not gonna work.
No, they should really try from the other side of the map. But I trust that they will try this at some point.
Yeah, but at least this means that they have an idea. They have the concept that like you should be able to teleport. Uh, so yeah, by dying. But you can see. So I think they have visualized. No, the boxes are the regions. I think like the names of the different locations. They don't have the um, respawns fields or areas
Oh, but
visualized.
they are looking at the respawn thing. So maybe they are trying to figure out a way to display this as an overlay on their
Yes.
magical map.
Yeah. So they're onto something. They will. I think they will get it. Maybe.
Eventually.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, let's switch over here to flat network, and they have added is that the comment they added? The logic here is a bit confusing, and
I wouldn't be surprised if this was already there.
oh,
But, oh, I
this is
didn't
about
see
the
it before,
key.
but they have a small flag attached to their character for the Flat Network Society.
Oh, really nice.
And a tiny
But
hat.
yeah, really nice. But it really looked like they were looking at the code for how the key works, because it said something like key and value and the position of the key and so on. So, um, you know, I don't know. I mean, we can't read their minds, unfortunately, so we don't know how much they understood of that. But it does seem that they at least were looking in the right spot to see if that it could be something. But
So apparently, that's related to the challenge with the door.
yes, so here they
The
are
comment.
opening a terminal which doesn't seem to be working correctly.
Oh,
Did
it's
they
the
mess?
crypto
Oh,
one.
yes,
But I already went there.
yes, but they need to actually. You cannot solve this completely offline. So
Well, you can download some part of it.
so let's see if they can do that one. But
Can we go? Yeah, rudimentary.
checking in with rudimentary, they are trying to do the respawn thing, I guess. Or
Yeah, so they are approaching the problem from the left side.
yeah, the correct side in this case, but they're still not really. I wonder if they are aware of the kill command, because we have seen this in the other matches as well. Like some teams just jumping off the ledge and hoping that it will be, working if they just fall all the way down and die. But that actually won't work, because then you spawn on this left side platform. They actually have to kill themselves in mid-air, just outside.
I don't think that they are aware of the fact that they can like kill themselves. Well, let's see.
Yeah.
I think the
It's-
fall is about 6 seconds before being in the sweet spot. Oh, oh no! They managed to kill themselves right on.
This looks good. It might be a little bit late, or we'll see.
Oh no, it was too late, or maybe too
Yeah.
early. But they were really close.
Yeah. They
I hope they won't
understand.
give up.
No, no, no. That would be too bad. No, they're looking at the mapping. Don't look at the map. Like just do it
Do
again.
it. Go for it.
Yeah. Jump. Jump.
So close. So here we go again. It looks like it's the same spot as before.
Yeah, it's too late, I think. I think they have to go earlier.
Ah, too bad.
Yeah. Okay, let's. Let's look at the other teams and see, what they're up to. Keep an eye on this and see if they manage to do this again. They will have to do it like a little bit earlier than what they're trying right now. So let's.
Wow, Pent, pro CTF player tooling here.
Oh, nice. Oh, maybe they're gonna try to like draw the regions by. Oh, maybe if they just. That's actually a good thing. Let's actually go back to that and see. Maybe just trying to just draw a circle and see. See what happens. So. Nah, that's.
I think it was too late.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Too bad. Maybe they need to take a closer look at how the collisions and the position of the player are implemented instead of going blind. Speaking of going blind, there is HXP still jumping around the tower.
Yeah, that's what we have been calling a bold strategy in this competition. And this really, like, if we compare the fastest teams here, like some teams already had like the collision visualized when they got to this place, and they would just like jump up the tower, less than 15 seconds. And we have seen other teams spending like, over 10 minutes trying to get up this tower. So it's really like a time waster for some teams, and that's very unfortunate. So
we're almost at the middle of the game, I think.
Yeah,
like 45 minutes, so 45 minutes remaining.
That's so we are halfway through. Is this some very strange texturing here? But again, we have Crown collecting flag consoles, I think.
Yeah, we can see the collision boxes here.
Yes. They're going down to... Oh, so wait, did they go up the tower, grab the flag console?
Oh, so they don't have to climb it again. That's smart.
Yeah, maybe, or I didn't see where they grabbed this. Maybe this. No, wait. Maybe they grabbed that flag console.
They grabbed the flag console, yeah. So
previous,
they just have to go score it.
Yes, this is another flag console that they are bringing with them. So yeah, that's very interesting. They're just bringing all the flag consoles home. It's really interesting, I think. And
tunnels, yeah, this is where they store all their favorite consoles. Flat Network Society, what they're trying to do. Confusion door. Oh, so now they're taking a look at the door challenge.
Yeah, we should note that Crown did score the tower flag.
Yeah, they got another flag, meaning that they are tied. Like the Flat Network Society and Crown have the same amount of orbs.
Yes, and this is actually very interesting because Crown was actually in the last place. They were at 0 flags for quite a while, and now they have caught up. So that's very interesting.
And in the case of a tie, the team that is winning is the one that's got the orbs the first.
Yes, so that means that Flat Network Society is still technically in first place if the game would end at this moment.
Let's hope that it won't come to a tie. I really want to see the team like finishing the game.
Yes, and now we will have the answer to my question previously, because Crown, they just killed themselves with a console in their hand.
I think you respawn with the item in your hand.
That I also hope so. and yeah,
Yeah.
that is.
But I don't think they are carrying. Well, no, they are carrying the console, but previously just an overlay, rendering a weird glitch. Or maybe a console.
No,
I
so
don't
they
know.
were
It doesn't
they
look very clear from here.
yeah, they were not carrying a console because they lifted another console. So yeah, there was but it was interesting because they took now, so they could take the console through the portal. So they jumped down on the platform and brought that console up. So the question now is, are they going to try the kill thing here? They seem to be a bit undecided about what they're doing. So let's see.
If I had to guess, I would say that they know about the kill command. Because all of their overlay and everything, they couldn't have overlooked it.
No, that would be very strange, I think. Like having all this modifications to the game and not notice. I was told that in one of the code files, which was like the game, like one of the main code files, like the kill function is like the first function at the top of the file. So yeah, should not be able to miss that. But you know, it could also be the case that, you know, there's a miscommunication thing where it's not the same player playing the game as, or like maybe someone overlooked it and there's like a miscommunication thing, right? It's just because one member of the team saw something, it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone else in the team is aware of that. So yeah.
So will they jump again?
Not sure what's going on.
Oh, and we just got a flag scored from Rudimentary.
Oh, yeah. That was the... was that the Python? It was...
Might have been the Python one.
Let's see. I'm going to check my reference sheet here. And I'm going to say that it was the Python...
So there are only one orb behind Flat Network Society and Chrome.
And we can see, so Rudimentary and Crown have scored, like two of their two orbs are the same, but then in addition Crown also have one extra orb. So
it seems that Crown does want to put the console back where they found it, apparently.
Yeah, why are they going up the tower again? I wonder. So something's going on there. Let's check in with Flat Network Society and see.
Oh, we can see they're doing some what looks like crypto stuff.
Yes.
Yes, they got the flag for the crypto stuff.
Oh,
how did you manage to fool me at the bottom left of the pad?
Right, that's really good. But now they, yeah. Is that are they at the incorrect?
Yeah, that's not the right flag for this console.
Yes, it's the wrong console. That is the console for the Python challenge. The flag for the RSA challenge is in one of the buildings in the kind of like city region. So
Rudimentary just got another flag for the ISM sorting.
Oh,
so they successfully implemented the sort in pure assembly.
Yeah, we have a really tight game here with a three-way tie, basically, with three different teams, all at three flags. Well, I mean, Flat Network, they have another flag, which they have not scored yet. But at the moment, we have three teams at three flags. So super tight game. Really interesting to see, I think.
So it seems that they're still trying to figure out the right time to kill themselves in order to respawn there.
Yeah, it's...
It seems that HXP managed to find where to actually score the flag.
Yeah, let's go up and see.
Oh, they managed to get out of the tower. And will they validate the flag? Let's hope
Yes.
so. Nice.
Whoa, nice animation with the
That
I like
wasn't
that.
in the game
No, that was not in the
originally.
game. Yeah,
Nice.
we like the teams that do some kind of stuff like this. We also see a little bit of advertisement from HXP.
Oh
Like
yeah, they're hosting their own CTF in the
yeah,
18th of December. It seems that most of the team are actually hosting CTF. Actually, fun story, HXP hosted the CTF from the CCC this year. Well, last year, since the Eat Sleep Pwn Repeat team stepped down from this.
yeah. It's yeah. I mean, all of these. I mean, so maybe we never really explained that the teams that are participating in this whole competition, we have 16 teams participating, and these are the top finishers of the Google CTF that was organized in August. So we invited this since we couldn't really host a real we couldn't host the real Google CTF finals. This was also, this is not like the actual like Google CTF finals, but this was intended as a separate event. And so the Google CTF finals was like cancelled or postponed to next year, or however you want to put it. But we decided to run this event not instead, but in addition online. So we invited the top 16 teams of the Google CTF. So these are all like top quality CTF teams. And we have another flag from HXP.
So everybody has 3 flags.
Oh, we have a 4-way tie. This is clearly the tightest
Game that we have so far.
Yeah, definitely. This is in contrast to the game we had previous today, where one of the teams just crushed the opposition. So
Yeah, they literally run through the game scoring flags and solved everything in 15 minutes, but it's not the case here. So maybe the difficulty is a bit higher for this match.
yes, as we said, you can't really compare the times directly between the matches because we are mixing it up a little bit between the different games to make it a little bit more interesting for you who are watching this, and to see what different things and tricks the teams have. So we can just see that HXP just killed themselves, and yeah, that teleported them somewhere. I'm not sure if that was the result that they were looking for, but it is the result they got. And so now it's very difficult to say which teams are close to scoring a flag and so on. Actually, we can see here that
Rudimentary is still trying to climb, but I think they already solved this challenge. So why are they going back up?
So unclear what they are aiming for. But we will see. We will see. Also, something that I think is interesting to point out is that even though all the teams have, they all have 3 flags each, no team has the exact same flags as any other team. So
they all have a unique tower, subset. I think.
Yeah.
So they have one solved challenge in common, but for the other one, it's less clear actually.
Is it the tower that all the teams have solved now?
I think it's the tower, yes.
Yeah. So that's interesting. We'll see. And the challenge that no team has solved is the door challenge. Other than that, all the challenges have
been
been
solved.
solved. Yeah.
Which is really nice. It's nice feeling as a challenge writer to see that people are actually managing to finish the challenges on time and are not getting stuck.
Yes.
But the
So
door one is a bit harder, I guess.
yeah, so this means that you could, like, if you combined the efforts of all the teams, you would have 6 out of 7 flags.
But it seems that Flat Network Society is playing with different keys to open the door, so maybe at some point they will realize that they can just use the console.
Right. Yeah, so is HXP, are they looking to jump off the edge there? Let's see. Let's find out. And they are falling.
Might have been a bit too late.
Yeah, I think that's too late. You have to do it above the ceiling of the basement. I think that's about a second too late or so.
Yeah. But they're on the right track.
They are on the right track. Let's hope they, don't give up. Keep trying.
Kind of the spirit of CTF anyway. Keep trying
Yes.
until it works.
Yes. And it's interesting because it is a little bit unintuitive. You would think that by being right next to the wall, you would be closer to the spawning point. And it's actually true. I mean, you are closer to that spawning point, but you're even closer to the other spawning point, and that's the unintuitive thing. So you will have to kill yourself a little bit higher up, where you are farther away from both of the spawning points, but relatively speaking, you are closer to the spawning point inside the basement. So
It seems
now
that they have some scripting for this, like awaits die in the console on the bottom left.
Yeah.
So close.
Yes, that was a bit too early. So, but at least now they know that they should do it earlier. Like they didn't try to go even further down. They did it earlier. So now it should be just like a question of fine tuning this. And let's see.
I'm quite sure they will go there eventually.
Yeah, now this is looking really good. I think it's a bit late, but it could work, I think. So they did not manage that, but let's look at Rudimentary, which I think are messing around with.
Oh, they're close.
Yeah, so it looks like they are trying to put.
Almost there.
They're putting the console. They were trying to put the console inside the door, which is actually not really the way to go. So they had put the console basically in the correct position without really knowing it. So the way you put the console like this, like it's standing, and then you interact with the console, and you just as a flag, you type 4 to give the value, to set the value attribute of the console object to 4, and then the key socket will see that there is an object and it has a value attribute with the value 4, but it will not check that the object is actually a key. So
it seems that our fearless void diver HXP actually managed to kill themselves right at the right time to actually enter the cavern.
yes, that's really good, because now they get so now they have this problem, right, where they are stuck in the basement. The basement. That's also
It's like the Batcave in the basement. I know they have the flag, but they're not able to score it yet.
Yes. Very, very nice. So yeah, so they got this flag for just getting into the basement, but they know how to get out of the basement, and for that they have to solve this reverse engineering challenge. So yeah, we'll see what happens here. So, but we actually did miss a flag up on Rudimentary's screen. So let's switch back to that one, and let's see if they are So they are now looking at the cave thing. Did they get the door? No, they did not get the door one because that's the top one, which no one has scored yet. So they got one of the other flags. Unfortunately, we missed which one. Maybe we'll get an update on that one at some. Yeah, so it was apparently the RSA challenge they solved.
The crypto one.
Yeah.
I think that almost all the teams solved it yet, so far.
Yeah, it's pretty good progress on that, I think. So that means that now all 4 teams have solved both the tower and the crypto challenge.
So we have 2 ties. We have Flat Network Society with 4 flags and Rudimentary with 4 as well. And the 2 other teams have 3 flags. Well, scored 3 flags.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, HXP have another flag, but they can't get out of the basement yet. So, yeah, that's interesting. So that means that this game is still extremely tight. Like any of these teams could win, and I think if I were to guess that it will come down to who manages to figure out the door challenge without taking too much time.
I'm not sure. I mean, HXP, if they manage to solve the binary challenge, they will get 1 flag, but then they will be out of the cave, able to score another flag, granting them 5 orbs.
Yes,
taking the lead.
Yeah, that's. I mean, as we talked about it, it is good to. The basement is nice because it's some extra. Well, as I said, not extra, but it's kind of like 2 flags in succession, so you can quickly climb the leaderboards.
I'm surprised that the Flat Network Society didn't get the simple Python challenge.
Yeah. It's interesting. Let's
25 minutes remaining.
Or, oh yeah, it's Do you think that do you think they will solve it?
I do hope they will solve the door.
Yeah, I mean, I do as well. I mean, in all of the matches we had so far,
people managed to finish the game. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So we will see if this happens. Here we have Crown looking at. So they have a scripting console.
So maybe they're trying the door. Set status.
Is this what they are looking at?
They're setting the terminal to something, but they're trying to connect stuff instead of just setting the raw value.
Yeah. I mean, you can like modifying things client side won't really help you because the anti-cheat system will just
kick in and prevent you from doing this.
Yeah. So
but it seems that the Flat Network Society have more flags stashed in, but they cannot redeem them yet.
Yes, but it does seem that they have scored.
They just scored 1, yes. I really dig their small hat on the cosmonaut.
Yeah, it's really nice. So yeah, unfortunately, I did miss which one that was, but was it? It must have been the one that's in this area. So that's the RSA or the there's another. Yeah, the Python reversing one. That was the one they scored. So cool. So they have the door challenge remaining, and another one.
The in-game and out-of-game. So they have the assembly one.
Oh, right.
The sort in assembly.
Yes. Which they might have solved. We don't know yet. They are running fast. They're going fast.
I was told that they solved it.
So, yeah, that's...
I really like the speed hack.
Yeah. and it is helpful since they are running around quite a bunch. But we did they actually?
And they flagged it.
Oh right, nice.
Nice.
Awesome.
So they've got everything except the door.
Yes. So now it's onto the door. Let's take a quick look at the other teams.
Quite impressive because from what I can see, there are only 3 people playing the game.
Yeah. Let's actually check. So we can see here that Flat Network is carrying a console.
Look at this amazing glow effect on the orb.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
So. Oh, whoa. Okay, now they're just.
No, they're just moving around.
Yes.
Wow. That's amazing. That's a really nice effect.
Yeah.
Wow. They really spend some time with their tooling for useless and useful purposes, apparently.
And it's their logo is raining down and everything is, yeah, it's really nice. They're having a party. I wonder, is this like, are they so confident that they will get it that they're just like,
Goofing
chilling
around?
That would be bold.
I mean, they're really close. Oh, they cannot grab the console anymore.
So,
Access denied. So they didn't get the flag. Or did they? Access granted. They managed to score. Amazing. They did a reversing one. Also with nice effect.
Nice.
So now they can redeem the flag that they found in the cave.
Right. So they will be up to 5 flags as well. And so they will be catching up to Flat Network. But we will see. And is there any? What are the other teams up to? Let's check back with Crown and see what's going on. So, are they actually carrying something, or is this just more print? No, there seems to be another box.
Yeah, it seems that they're carrying something. It looks like a key, like the green key.
Right. So they have their little stash of flag consoles here. But how can they? Okay, so they removed the key to try something. Maybe they tried
swapping the keys. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think this would work because you cannot modify the value from a key.
Yeah, exactly. But it's an interesting idea. It's something that you should try out. So it's that's interesting. Yeah. So let's actually now check back with the Flat Network Society, because I saw them carrying a console again. I saw them looking at the purple door. So let's see. Yeah, very suspicious. Let's see if they have figured this out. And let's see. They're putting the thing.
It's frustrating. They're really so close.
Yeah, it seems they have the right idea, but it seems like they have some issues with the actually doing the thing in the game.
Understanding how to set the value of the console.
Yeah. Is it possible to input the value on a console even though you solved it? Otherwise, this could be an issue. Okay, so it should be possible, and so there should be no problem. And yeah, so
I'm really wondering what they're thinking about or doing.
Yes.
It's just a shame that there is the COVID that we cannot have this live and be able to like ask people questions in real life, like what are you doing, what are you thinking, or even having just sound.
Yeah, no, that would be cool.
Or changing the type.
Yes. So that's the thing they have to realize, that they don't need. Oh, now they're searching.
Yeah, so they have the type, the position. They just need to change the value of it.
Yes. Yes,
Oh,
but it seems
so it seems that they are trying to change, but it's not 1D. I think if
No.
memory serves me well, it's the number 4 or something like this, like the ID of the key.
So, yeah, it seems they're definitely onto something, but you know, they're not quite there. I think in the meanwhile, HXP, they did submit the key from the platform there.
So five orbs, yeah, exactly. So I'm curious about what the next step would be.
Yeah, they need to solve the door, and they need to solve another challenge which they haven't solved. So all the teams. So yeah, actually, let's look at this again. We have, as we said, so only Crown is missing the ASM sort challenge.
It seems that they've got difficulty figuring out the expected format for this. Maybe they're trying to send assembly instead of raw binary.
Yeah, or maybe it was like, you know, the format of like input or output with. So yeah, it's.
So we can see IDA on the top left. Oh, so Flat Network Society got it, I think.
Yeah, let's look at it. And
so
they
yes,
look at their screen. They put the thing down and it opens. Oh my god, they got 7 flags. Now they just need to get to the
exit of the map. Oh, yes. Nice. So they get it. So you're able to use a console as a key if you set it to the right value.
Yes, and they activated the party mode, and they just need to make their way to the exit. So
speed hack, of course.
Yes, there it's helpful, but not crucial.
Yeah, match completed, so they won the place to the final.
Awesome. So we have the 4th finalist set. That's really great job, Flat Network Society. Congratulations. And so yeah, let's you know, switch back to. I see we have a flag being inputted for HXP. So let's switch to that. They might be going for a 2nd place here. They are. It seems they had a flag. Maybe there was a typo, or maybe they are at the wrong console. We'll see. If we see what flag they're trying to input, we might be able to determine this. So, can we see what they're trying to input?
Maybe they are crawling through the nodes to find which flag they're supposed to flag.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it can become in a situation where it's very hectic and, like, you know, you're just dumping notes, and you know, it can be a bit.
Wait. Technical difficulties. It's very fun because I don't know which stream we are actually watching.
Yeah, we just have to figure out something. Yeah, it's.
Math is hard. That's hardly new.
That's great. That's interesting. But let's check what the other teams are doing. We can switch to rudimentary.
Oh, so they are trying to string copy something. Oh, I think this is a obfuscated binary. The function 26b3 is actually something super huge. but the AC4C is actually just a string comparison.
Hmm.
So the trick for this binary is simply to put a breakpoint there and do it dynamically.
Yeah, but
And I got it.
Jinmo EE, and then they got that was the Packer thing. This is the flag with the typo, though, right? So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, there is a technical issue on our side, but I think we are reaching out to them to give them the correct flag. Yeah, mistakes happen.
Yeah, it turns out one of the characters should be an uppercase.
Yeah.
But it's right. So they will be given the flag very soon. I think we're doing
yeah, we're padding 60 seconds because there was another team that was stuck there for 60 seconds because they were using the wrong flag. So it's kind of fair that we're adding a delay of 1 minute to every other team.
But this means that Rudimentary are currently at 4 flags, but they are in the basement. So they will get this flag and the flag that they get when they get to the platform when they go outside, which will bring them to 6 flags, which is a very good position to be in. And at the same time, we have HXP still trying to figure out their the Python thing. And they're just typing funny messages here, which I can respect. But I mean, they still have the door challenge to figure out. So maybe they should get going on that thing instead. Yeah. So we can see that Rudimentary, they were given the flag for the basement, and they also submitted the other one in the platform. So they are up to 6 flags. So yeah. So HXP just messing around here. Not sure what they're up to. So let's switch to Rudimentary, and they are playing. They only have the door thing, right?
Yeah. So they're playing with the key, but that's not the way to go.
Yeah. So let's see if there's any.
So Rudimentary scored 2 flags in a really short time. So maybe it was the cave, I guess. Well, so they escaped from the basement, got the flag for this, and then managed to score the flag that they got in the basement. So the only challenge they're missing is the magical door. Do you think they will be able to solve it?
I think they should be able to do that. It's.
It seems that they're playing with the console.
So let's see if they can get this. They are looking at types and just trying to figure this out. But will they get it? We're looking at the code. But yeah, we can actually see. Let's actually switch over to.
Oh, nice. Kron managed to do it, also with a console.
Yes, so great job, Crown.
So they got 4 orbs. I think they're still in the second to last position. The last position, actually. Yeah. 4 flags.
It was
4, 5, 6, and 7 flags.
Yeah. I mean, this is still definitely the tightest game we've had so far. It's been really impressive to see all these teams.
And less than 10 minutes remaining, so maybe they will manage to close the gap.
Yeah, so right now we we have rudimentary at 6 flags, so they are still missing the door one. They are trying to bring the green key, which is not gonna work.
I like the spirit, but I don't think that's the way to go.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely something to try. But I mean they have placed a flag console.
Oh,
Oh, they think that maybe they think that they need a key there as well.
Yeah.
I mean it's not unreasonable, but it's not required. So
Oh, they are playing with typecasting, but this is not necessary.
yeah. So but they're on to the general idea of this. Yeah, we can see. Right, so
Should have
they
search. Maybe took another look at the code.
yeah. So we have Crown carrying
Console.
a console again.
Maybe they
Jump,
try to kill
clicking.
themselves.
Will they do it?
Oh, they left it at the door. Oh, I'm curious how they will manage to like get their console back.
I hope that was one of the consoles they already.
Flagged, yeah.
Yeah, but that's an interesting idea. I think.
Oh, maybe they didn't figure out how to kill themselves, so they're trying to like get stuck on the. Oh no, they managed to get the console back. Never mind then. I have genuinely no idea what's happening.
Yeah, I wonder if they think that they can cause some kind of physics thing where, dropping the item would cause them to kind of like glitch through the wall or something, which is actually not unreasonable. It could have been the case that, when you put down an item, your character is like shifted slightly to the side and you would like get stuck in the wall or something like that. That's
maybe for the finals.
Yeah, something to consider. I think if we
5 minutes remaining.
Yeah, do we think they will get it? We have rudimentary here. They are looking at this code for the key.
Yeah, this is even the right line.
Yeah.
Line 753. You can see that there is a single equal, so typecasting is happening. There is a different, there is the value. So they just need to set the value to the console laid down.
Yeah. So it's they're so close, but they're not quite there. And I would really like to see them to get this. That is it's really good. It seems that HXP finally got the numbers thing. Yeah, the Python reversing was scored by HXP. So they have stopped dancing on the platform. They're making their way back to the portal to leave this area.
So they're only missing the door.
Yes. So what I wonder now is that do they even know that they can pick up flag consoles? Because in my mind, if they knew that they could pick up flag consoles, they could have just picked up the flag console and made their way back to the door challenge, and they could have started working on the door challenge and just kept the flag console, nearby to score the Python. Oh, that was correct. Sorry. So they might not even know that you can pick up a flag console. So that's gonna be a challenge for them.
There is only a couple of minutes remaining.
Yeah. So
yeah, climbing is hard. I spent a lot of time here when testing this map, getting stuck, falling down. I'm really not good with platformers.
Yeah, it is tricky, and we saw that some teams built automatic systems for this, and I think in the end it did save them time. And I think especially like in the finals, techniques for traversing the map in a speedy fashion will be, I think that will be crucial to really have a chance in the finals.
That's really a tricky jump. I think it's a pixel perfect one.
Mm. Yes, that's where things like auto jump can really help you. Where which is, I mean, like implementing a full like AI can be a bit,
Nice,
tricky
they
and so
got
on.
it.
Oh yeah, nice. But something like just an auto jump where you automatically jump as soon as you get to the last possible position on the ledge. That's not too difficult to implement. So
So 2 minutes remaining.
yes. Let's check again with HXP because they have arrived at the door and they're staring at the door. That will not open the door
It
by
must be
staring
so
at it.
frustrating to like see the terminal and the orb
Yes,
so close.
absolutely. Yeah. So a really tight game. Very little time remaining. Unfortunately, I think we are at the level where even if they did open the door, they would not really have time to go back to the exit. So I don't think we will see another team exiting.
Finishing the game, yeah.
Yeah. But still, I think this could be possibly the highest total number of flags collected between all the teams in the matches.
Yeah. There were a lot of ties.
Very, a very nice match overall. We have about 10 seconds left on the game, so I will be switching back to the split screen view to see kind of like the game finishing and all the players being kicked from the servers, which would be happening at any moment. And yeah, we should be done now, I think. And yes, so the players are getting disconnected. We have spin to win and GG. Unfortunately, it's not enough to spin to win. So yeah, you have to score flags as well. But yeah, that's the fourth and final qualification match. So the Flat Network Society will be qualifying from this match to the finals, which will be happening next weekend. And yeah, so what did you think about this match?
It was pretty interesting. I commented it the first one, and I was really anxious that people wouldn't like the challenges or this kind of thing, who didn't manage to finish the game. So I was way more relaxed, and I enjoyed much more like commentating and seeing people evolve. And the fact that there is a tie means that it was like the two are the top teams, so the differences in level is really, really thin. I think it was really interesting overall.
Yeah, it was a really tight game. We had the scores changing. We had like three-way ties and like double ties and all of that. So it was really cool to see. And also, as we mentioned, there were times where like all the challenges except the door challenge had been solved, but they didn't solve the same set of challenges. Sometimes in regular CTFs you see like all the teams or like a big chunk of teams having solved like the exact same set of challenges, and this was really interesting to see that the teams focus on different things.
I'm really rooting for the finals because we have seen a lot of teams have like really impressive toolings. Now they will have even more time and more experience, I think, to come up with something more even impressive, useful, and a lot of new cheats. So I can wait for the final next week.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be super nice. But that's it for us for this time. So I hope you enjoyed it, and make sure to watch the other games if you haven't already, and watch the finals again as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and goodbye from us.